This is Dr. Peter Senge, a modern-day theorist and author. His area of specialty is on decentralizing the role of leadership in organizations so as to enhance the capacity of all people to work productively toward common goals. Dr. Senge is best known for his 1990 book, The Fifth Discipline, where he popularized the concept of the learning organization. The Fifth Discipline has sold more than 1 million copies and is regarded as one of the 75 most influential books on management. How does Senge define a learning organization? Learning organizations are organizations where people continually expand their capacity to create the results they truly desire, where new and expansive patterns of thinking are nurtured, where collective aspiration is set free, and where people are continually learning to see the whole together. Let's take a closer look at this statement and see how it might apply to education organizations. So learning organizations are where people create the results they truly desired. That reminds me of the importance of a shared vision. Where new and expansive patterns of thinking are nurtured. Sounds like innovation would be important. Where collective aspiration is set free. So sounds like teaming maybe, or collaboration among staff members, where people are continually learning to see the whole together. So all of this kind of feeds back to the idea of working and learning and collaborating all together toward that shared vision. If it sounds familiar, it's because it sounds a little bit like transformational leadership, I think. But Senge's book is called The Fifth Discipline. So what are Senge's 5 disciplines? The first is vision. Senge states that when there is a genuine vision, not just a vision statement, people excel and learn not because they have to, but because they want to. Teaming and team learning is an idea that all of us together is smarter than each of us alone. This is where dialogue is very critical. The idea of really listening to others and working toward the shared vision. Personal mastery means continually clarifying and deepening one's personal vision, or simply stated, to be in a state of continual or lifelong learning. Mental models are experiences, assumptions, and patterns that shape our views and influence our behavior. For example, we might hear staff say, "That's not the way we do things around here," or "You can't do that." This kind of thinking creates roadblocks for change. Senge asserts that meaningful change cannot take place unless there is genuine desire for the change, coupled with the freedom to abandon, or at least to examine, mental models. And the basis for all the disciplines is systems thinking. This is the concept of seeing an organization as a whole, not as pieces and parts, but as interrelated and connected. This is the base of the pyramid of the 5 disciplines because the upper sections all depend on the basis of seeing the interconnectedness of the whole. These ideas seem well connected to education. So, in 2000, Senge co-authored Schools That Learn, which specifically connects the 5th discipline with change in schools. In this book, Senge and others share tips, activities, and stories of educational change. So does Senge's model inform administrators in today's schools? Well, Senge's ideas fit well with much of what we have read regarding leadership. It all begins with that shared vision. What do the staff and community really care about? What do we really want to create? Once the vision is created, the administrator needs to inspire the vision, to be a designer and foster learning, to help the staff innovate and create their organization of their vision. Don't just be a problem solver. Senge would say that problem solving only gets rid of things we don't want. When we're creating, that's when we're bringing into reality the things that are valued by us. Community involvement is also key. If we're looking at the interconnectedness of the organization, then the community, parents, teachers, and students all play important roles. Administrators need to open the dialogue between all these parties, encourage real listening. Senge's concept of the learning organization and the fifth discipline hold promise for the promotion of technology use for teaching and learning. Systems thinking involves long-term planning. Make it a part of the vision and revisit that vision often. Periodically judge, how are we doing? What adjustments do we need to make? What is going well? When teams learn together, members will grow more rapidly than could have occurred otherwise. Teachers teaching teachers and sharing ideas and resources is powerful in all aspects of professional growth. Acknowledge and value what the staff is already doing with technology. Provide information to continue to increase personal mastery. Learning how to integrate technology does not need to be seen as a separate concept. Help staff to see technology as one of many tools and not as an add-on. Enlist the help of students as tech mentors, as resources with valuable feedback on the process of using technology as a tool for learning. Allow them to design what they would like to see as part of their school experience. Administrators must be users of technology themselves. They need to understand how it can be used in the teaching and learning process. Administrators must use technology to communicate with staff and parents and enlist it to use during staff meetings. Show that technology is valued and integral to your work. So Senge's concepts of the learning organization and the fifth discipline were embraced by all, right? Well, there are some criticisms of his ideas. One criticism is that Senge's ideas are too idealistic. Certainly all of this is easier said than done. Schools are complex, politicized institutions. We all attended school and have ideas about how children should be taught. It's not enough that the children just learn. The teachers, parents, administrators, and community members all have ideas on how they should be taught. It's difficult to change these assumptions, let alone innovate. Further, nobody wants to be wrong. The stakes are just too high. This kind of thinking is too risky. There's no single correct answer. We're asking people to really challenge their mental models, to open up, and to listen to the ideas of others. This kind of systemic change doesn't happen overnight. It's time-consuming. It not only takes time, but a willingness to commit to the entire process. What if we spend all this time and find out it didn't have the results we expected? Finally, it's difficult to get everyone on board. Pockets of teachers or a single administrator will not be able to create this kind of systemic shift alone. It takes commitment, time, and hard work on the part of the whole school community. Overall, Senge's concept of a learning organization where the importance of developing realistic goals, establishing a shared vision, cultivating awareness of attitudes and perceptions, practicing positive group interaction, and understanding interdependency and change is powerful and transformative. Schools haven't changed much in the past century. Perhaps Senge's model is the answer to move education forward in the 21st century.